What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So today I wanted to make a quick video here in response to, I saw RGT85 post a video about this too, and I actually am on this certain channel, so let's not make it a secret here. It's Switchforce. I watch Switchforce all the time. I had my notifications set for them as well too. I respect their channel. I like Zach and Gabe both a lot. I agree with a lot of things they do, and I appreciate them for bringing great Nintendo Switch news and gameplay and such and reviews to us here. Like I said, I'm a notification squad member, so I definitely enjoy their channel. So this is not an attack towards them. It's more a response towards a video that they just recently put out here, much like how RGT85 did here as well too. So today a notification came up, of course, from their channel that said, is Mortal Kombat too violent for Nintendo Switch? I saw that and I was like, is this like a troll? Are they like just kind of like being funny or what? Well, I watched the video, and needless to say that Zach really, and like I said, I don't know if this is a work. In wrestling we call things a work, so I don't know if this is actually like a work or something, or if he's just joking, still trolling. He could very well be trolling or trying to get views or something, but he actually said that he thinks that it could be too violent for Nintendo Switch. As a lifetime, as a lifelong Nintendo fan, he said it's his main console and stuff. It's always been his favorite, console and brand of all time. He thought that there's possibility that this game could be, too violent for Nintendo Switch. Now, myself as well too, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. Obviously, I grew up with Nintendo, with the NES, and I also grew up here playing Mortal Kombat. I actually played Mortal Kombat, the original one, in arcade. Mortal Kombat 2, I was there for the release of that too. Even with Mortal Kombat 3 and so on, I was buying cheat codes. That's right, I was buying cheat codes from a friend of mine who was printing them off on paper because I didn't have a printer and I didn't have internet. I was buying, cheats. I was buying fatalities and moves for $5 a copy, like literally inside of the arcade. And we'd go in, we'd line up our quarters on top of the machine, and we would go to town and play Mortal Kombat. And of course, when Mortal Kombat came out here on actual console, my number one console was Super Nintendo, and I picked it up for that. And let's just say this here, that if you talk about the original Mortal Kombat today on Sega versus Super Nintendo, everybody wants to play the Sega version, which included myself. It wasn't the best version. The Super Nintendo one did look a little bit better at times, but the big thing was that the Sega version had blood, and Super Nintendo, because Nintendo's a family console, did not have blood. So if you think about the original Mortal Kombat Sega versus Super Nintendo, you always seem to go back to the original one on Sega Genesis because it had blood. That's going to be the number one, and that's one reason why the SNES version had a lot of problems and such selling and everything, because everybody wanted the blood, because that's what Mortal Kombat is known for, obviously here. So I think that Zach stopped, is forgetting about games like Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 as well too, all being on Nintendo, on SNES, and doing very well at that, and also being great games that we all grew up with here, including, I think, himself. I'm not too sure how old Zach is. He's got to be a lot younger than I am, obviously, but those are the games that I grew up with. And for me personally, as much as he says that he's a Nintendo fan, and he just feels like he's kind of betraying them by playing this game after playing a game like, New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe and such here, that's completely kind of odd here, because the fact that me personally, as a Nintendo fan, as a proud Switch owner and a Switch fan, I want more third-party support on Nintendo Switch. And bringing a game like Mortal Kombat, when I first saw it was coming to the Switch, I was like, we haven't had a Mortal Kombat game on Nintendo, console itself since the GameCube. There might be one on the Wii, I believe, but we haven't really had a true, like, oh my gosh, feeling here on Mortal Kombat, or a moment since like the GameCube. But even at that, it wasn't like that here. So for me, being able to play a brand new Mortal Kombat 11, which looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know how it's going to look on the Switch because we haven't really seen that yet here, but I'm excited that they're actually just bringing it to the console, because it's what Nintendo needs. Nintendo needs that third-party support. We have games like Doom, games like Wolfenstein, and there's so many other games out there as well too that are violent and such as well, that are on Nintendo Switch. So Especially Doom. You think about Doom, you play that on Switch. I was just playing it the other day again, and you're like, wow, this is on Nintendo. Like, we never thought we'd ever see those kind of games back on a Nintendo, console again. But I'm glad we are, because that's what we need as Nintendo fans and as proud Switch owners. We need those type of games on the Switch itself here. So Mortal Kombat is a bloody game, yes. It's a gory game, yes, but it's not gonna hurt Nintendo Switch. If anything, it's gonna help it, because it may even be a system seller. Who knows? It may be a system pusher. It's hard telling, but either way, though, as us, as Switch owners, because some people don't have all 3 systems or even a PC or whatnot. They only have a Switch and that's it, and they want to be able to play this game. So it has a rating on it. So for adults, for parents like myself who are out there wanting to pick these games up for their kids or pick up games for their kids, all you gotta do is realize, check the rating, and don't buy the game. It's really that simple. But don't hold out on the rest of us here. Don't ruin it for the rest of us, which he's not trying to ruin it by any means, but just saying that it shouldn't be on, or not shouldn't be, but he thinks that's too gory, too bloody for the Switch is just completely outrageous, because it's not. Those kind of games, these kind of games, not just Mortal Kombat, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance is another great example here. To be able to bring that game over to Switch as an exclusive, that's a win-win for us as well too, as Switch owners. So again, guys, I want to do a quick video on here. This is not attacking Switchforce. It's nothing against them. I love their channel. I'm going to continue being a subscriber and notification squad member as well too, because I enjoy their videos. I like their insights. And I got to agree with Gabe on this one, though, that it's definitely not going to hurt it here. And I really got to agree with RGT85, because that's one reason why I wanted to do this video, because I wanted to kind of have a follow-up to him as well too on this. So guys, once again, let me know in the comment section below here what you guys think of this. Is Mortal Kombat 11 too violent, too gory for Nintendo Switch, or is it just right, and is it what the Nintendo Switch needs to be able to succeed here, guys? So once again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.